people almost missed the show.
I almost forgot to hit the button. That's what happens when we get talking, is that I forget to hit the button. See if anybody realizes that we jumped to today, because I got a bunch of people texting me last night saying, what happened? Are you guys okay? Did you die in a horrible car accident?
No one's okay now in New York.
Nobody is okay in New York. That's for sure. And in Michigan. Michigan is problematic as well. I cannot believe they put Whitmer back. I mean, I don't know who's worse, Hochul or Whitmer. It's like, but we have our own problems. So yeah, I guess we can't say anything.
Well, wow. Jody doesn't have a life. She's here.
Oh, we got 4 people. Oh, Jody is here. Hi, Jody. Well, if Jody's here, then you know what? It must be time for the right stuff.
Who the hell cares?
That's a liberal.
It's like saying, would you rather have wine or water?
Wine, a half inch means a lot sometimes.
Nobody likes to eat crow. Right.
Now I'm starving.
How much is the economy today? It's that much.
This pumpkin latte sucked, and I want to speak to your manager.
Objection, hearsay. Objection, leading. Objection, hearsay.
Where is that woman when Biden speaks?
Get out of here. His name is pronounced Joni. And that's the end of it.
So our OG is with us, Lucille. Good to have you, Lucille.
Hi, Lucille. There was a fire in Lucille's building yesterday.
Oh no! Was she cooking?
I'm not disappointed you're here. My eye hurts. I look like.
Peter's here. Hi, Peter. So Lucille started with WTF. So go ahead, Lucille. Expand on that. Hi, Mickey Petrides. Good to have you with us in our post-election day show on a Wednesday. You all found yourself here. That means you are true fans, and you all get
all 4 of you
bells.
Congrats.
So some night last night, huh?
Terrible.
Well,
terrible.
Listen, Jody says she's disappointed in the results of the election. I'm guessing that you mean New York. So here's the thing about New York for you guys out there. We start out right from off the bat, okay? We start out with the Democrats having a 51% enrollment and the Republicans with a 22% enrollment, which means that in order for us to be able to win, we have to get like 30% of the Democrat vote. That is not an easy thing to do. Oh, Guzzo and Shaw saying hi.
Hello.
Give my Shaw is my brother from another mother, and John Guzzo is my dear friend. So Peter, you're gonna have to tell me how you have that connection.
You're sure? Is he with him?
Yeah. Are you together right now? Because that's the only way John Guzzo can watch our show is if somebody pulls it for him, because he's technologically challenged.
He still has a flip phone.
He does. Yeah. So Lucille, that's how she won. Is the ability. Now I want to just say something. The fact that Lee Zeldin was able to get over 30% in New York City was amazing. The problem was he needed 35%. And abortion was being used as a tool to drive out the vote on both sides.
The governor cannot change that law.
What, abortion? Well, the governor and the legislature passed the most expansive abortion rights law in New York.
To 9 months.
Yeah, to 9 months.
It's lovely.
Yeah. Jonathan Michael Creed, I heard you've been reading that. Will Curley writes about me. Well, it's good to have a character from John Curley's new book, which is not yet published, here with us. We have a country night starting tomorrow night at Cypress Hall, where the goat was Richmond. Oh, at the
that's the owner of Wynwood. Oh my God, I'm taking all my makeup off. Sorry, guys. I'm having an issue with my eye today.
I'm telling you, put on an eye patch. Nobody will worry. Thank you, Mickey, for letting everybody know that I passed that place the other day. And it really looks great. It's something Cypress Hall.
Cypress Hall. Everything Carmine
It really
touches.
looks good. It really looks very good. Fictional characters need lunch too. They certainly do. Mr. Creed. Oh, love. Well, from what I read about Mr. Creed, he drinks and eats a lot. So you all, as soon as the book hits the market, you all have to get it. It's really shaping up to be a good book, and I love reading it. But let's get back to the election. So just a little, I'll bring you in a little bit on what I know, okay? I know that we are going to take the House and get rid of Nancy Pelosi. No doubt about it. So anybody listening to the news today that hears it wasn't a red wave, it wasn't even a red ripple, bullshit. We are going to win, and we are going to take the House with 218 votes so that we control it. And we will get Nancy Pelosi out, and then she can take her gavel and leave.
Thank God. Oh.
And she can tend to her husband's needs for a change.
Well, she'd have to have a penis for that, but okay.
As far as the Senate goes, well, we don't know what's going on with the Senate. We just found out that Georgia is going to go to a runoff, which I think is extraordinary, because I don't know how we didn't sweep in Georgia, because the governor won, Kemp won by such a wide margin. The good thing about Georgia, though, is Stacey Abrams is history. She conceded already.
Thank God, I swear, that's great.
Well,
that's wonderful.
She had no choice, because they were doing the whole election denier stuff. So if she, she didn't toe the line and concede, she would have looked like an asshole. All right, let's see.
Here he is.
Yeah, I guess she didn't need the election for that. Cynthia says, hi, what is going on in those choice people are making? Yeah, well,
they don't listen. They've become sheep. They're delusional. Kathy Hochul said it herself, that Lee Zeldin was saying that crime is so bad, but it's really not, and he's being dramatic. Mm-hmm. So,
and well, maybe we'll take some things out of order. Rex and Kevin. Maybe I have a clip.
It's your mother. It's my
Grandma Joe. So, I have a little clip to show you why New Yorkers are do what they do and why they're such sheep. And let's see where I can.
Dicks.
Well, here, just watch.
That's a lint brush, really.
He was standing in front of an office building.
First, I thought he was spraying them because they all probably smelled like weed, because that's what you smell when you're outside on the streets.
Did you see them comply? He just
idiots.
And then it's not as if one did.
Everyone needs a good swiping every now and then.
That's for all of you who didn't understand how Kathy Hochul could win New York. Tell me that doesn't explain it in a nutshell.
First, we had window washers at the red lights, and now we have lint brusher offers.
I think that is the greatest video clip ever. But they're sheep. They're sheep. They're registered Democrats, and therefore they must vote Democrats. And they're pissed off, and the economy.
Oh, but don't. I mean, listen, Republicans do the same thing. I don't. You don't. But when you're a Republican or you're a Democrat, you tend to, if you don't know who's running, you'll even just go down the line.
Well, okay, I'll give you that.
That's not a sheep. That's just.
But New York City is a shithole because of crime and everything else. Kathy Hochul's at the top. You're telling me that, average Republicans, if the place was a shithole and they're a Republican, they'll just go down the line because they're Republican?
Well, I mean, listen, no, I'm not saying that. And no one realizes Kathy Hochul has the power to end this crime. And it's all because of Bragg's, and she doesn't do it. It's her. There's two ways to get rid of the DA. And that's the majority, the vote from, I forget that one, but I know Hochul's the second one. She can just get him out with reasonable cause.
And I had a clip up on my Facebook page of Lee Zeldin saying he would do that immediately, and her saying, "What difference would it make if I get rid of Bragg?"
Everything, because this is happening because. Listen, like the kid Stash's car got stolen out of my garage, a private garage, a BMW.
Well, they don't know because they didn't hear it.
Because
and I didn't press the button.
If there's no repercussions, you're going to do it. And there's no repercussions. You can murder somebody and be home until your trial now. We've learned that from him. He believes that guns are okay because his father was, in jail in and out because of guns. Mm-hmm. So as long as he's letting these people out and they're not sitting in a jail cell, they're going to keep committing crime after crime after crime after crime. But if there's a judge in there that's going to keep them locked up in Rikers,
yeah,
then there's no one on the streets to do this shit.
People knew that she could remove him, and she didn't remove
1,000%.
And they voted for her anyway. Lucille has one comment to all those folks who made all their money in New York that moved out. Go, Lucille. What is it? Republican and Democrat, why would anyone vote for her? I agree, Jody. I agree. Powers that be are very happy with the way things are. They certainly are. And, she invited Republicans to leave New York State, and they did. And I've got to tell you something. They made the difference between the vote. I mean, Zeldin lost by 250,000 votes, but 1 million people have moved from New York to Florida in the last 2 years.
Those were his votes.
What?
Those were his votes.
Absolutely, they were his votes. And, why do you think Florida had, that was crazy. There's not one Democrat elected official left in Florida statewide. That was crazy what happened because the Republicans left New York and they went down to Florida. Now, I want to go on the record and say I don't think that one party rule is good anytime, even for Republicans. No. I think that you always need balance. It makes sense to have balance because power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. But, you saw that New Yorkers, Republican-leaning, conservative-leaning New Yorkers left New York and went down to Florida, and they handed Ron DeSantis the night of his life. They put him on the star trajectory, 100%. So much so that now Donald Trump is going after him. So I don't know how smart that is, though. All right, so let's talk about why we don't know whether we have the Senate or not, and why Fox and all the news stations and CNN and MSNBC and ABC and NBC have got that count up all day long because of Maricopa County. Creed, are you there? Creed knows something about Maricopa County. Once again, Maricopa County is not able to count the votes. Florida is pivotal.
What?
Peter says Florida is pivotal to electoral college formula. That's absolutely right, and it's no longer a swing state. So God bless DeSantis. He needs to stay right where he is right now. My point exactly. It made a difference. That's true. Yes. Okay. So Maricopa County continues to have problems counting the vote, and it's in Arizona. And it is what got us into all kinds of trouble with the presidential election. There was an investigation and all that good stuff. And so I thought that I should go behind the scenes, and I got some videotape about how they do math in Maricopa County. So it got the Fauci Award. So watch.
The Fauci Award for Gullible People.
7 into 28 is going to come out 13.
That's your way.
That's my way, and it's got to come out right. Now, first, I put down a 7.
Right?
Now, I'm going to divide the 7 into 28.
Yeah.
I put a 28 there.
Okay.
Isn't that cute? Now, here we go. 7 into 2. 7 will not go into 2.
It will not.
That's a very big 7 to push into that little bit of 2.
As you say it is.
We ain't going to hurt that little 2, are we?
Of course you won't.
So we take the 2. Open your hand.
Yes.
And I put that 2 right there for safekeeping. But don't drop it and don't lose it. Now, 7 into 8.
Once.
I put the 1 over here, 1 over there. Now, we're going to carry the 7 because it's very big and it's getting heavy on my shoulders, and I'm going to drop the 7 under there. Now, 7 from 8
is 1.
Is 1. I put the 1 down there.
Mm-hmm.
Now it comes. Would you mind opening up your palm of your hand, please? Or would you like to use that 2? Open it up. Give me that 2. You've had it long enough. I'm going to put that 2 right there. Now, 7 into 21?
3 times.
That's right. 7 into 28, 13. Good enough?
Wait a minute. You have to prove this even better than that. You can prove it very easily by multiplication.
You mean you want me to emulsify it?
No, not emulsify. Multiply. Multiply.
All right. Multiply it.
7 times 13 is 28. Go ahead.
Now, first, we got to put down a 13, right?
Right.
There's a 13.
Times 7.
Times 7.
Right.
7 weeks times 13, right? 7 times 3.
21.
7 times 1.
7.
7. 7 and 1.
8.
And 2 to carry. 28.
Now, wait a minute. I'm still not convinced. There's one sure way of proving this. One sure way, and that's by addition.
You want me to addition it up?
I want you to put 13 7 times on that wall and then draw a line and add them up.
You want me to put down 13 7 times?
That's right.
That's got to come out right. There's 1.
1,
2,
2,
3, 4,
4,
5, 6, 7.
Wait a minute. What's the idea of spreading them out like that?
Well, it looks like a flock of seagulls going to hit the electric poles. Now we're going to add them up, right?
All right, go ahead.
Here we go. 3, 6, 9.
Wait a minute. Let me do the adding this time.
Good. Come out right.
Well,
a 3, a 6, a 9.
Just a minute. I will do the adding. Then there'll be no mistake.
Yeah?
All right? $28 here. All right?
Sure.
Now.
Go ahead. You had it up. Go ahead.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21.
22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28.
That's how they got. It's exactly what that is.
Oh my gosh. Well, there you go. Common Core goes to Maricopa County.
Because I understood that as much as I understood Common Core.
That would actually be my somewhat egotistical creator. He investigated the election for the Amistad Project in 2020, but sadly he cannot legally discuss it. Well, but since your creator's not here, not able to discuss it, I thought maybe you could talk about it, Creed. But at any rate, Maricopa is the problem yet again. And it's why we don't know what's going on with the Senate. It's why we don't know what's going on with the governor. It's why we don't know what's going on with any of the House seats right now in Arizona. So that's my my line, and I'm sticking to it. So any rate, I thought we needed a little comic relief, and actually tonight's show is going to be more about comedy and less about actual real stuff. But this is comedic in itself. So in case you didn't hear, and I don't know where Chris Cuddy is, but Pennsylvania elected John Fetterman to the United States.
They deserve it. They deserve to live in shit.
I don't know how many of you saw his acceptance speech or when he declared.
I didn't.
You didn't? Okay, I'm going to play it for you. So I want you to watch it closely, but hang on before I play it. We have some comments. Another joke. Very good. Very good, Lorraine. And Aunt Santa's with us. Hi, Aunt Santa. Okay, so Fetterman, and I also want to let everybody know that I have Rumble up. So if you're watching us on Rumble, you can comment, and I will read your comments.
Nobody's
I can't
watching
bring
this
them on the screen, but I can read your comments out loud. But anyway, so will he now dress properly?
No.
There's a piece of me that is actually excited that he won. Because I want to see what Chuck Schumer is going to do on the Senate floor when this guy gets up to speak. I am dying. Or is this going to be like My Fair Lady? Is Chuck Schumer going to give him diction lessons, dressing lessons? I mean, this could be fantastic. I want them to put a 24-hour news film crew on this because this is going to be freaking hysterical. Jennifer, our show will take off. We will have so much fodder for this show.
We have it with our president. It's basically the same thing, except he wears a
now
suit.
they have each other to talk to. I want to be in the meeting with Joe Biden and John Fetterman discuss foreign policy. Oh, please, God, if you do nothing for me, just one thing.
Foreign policy to him is New Jersey, Fetterman.
Could you imagine? I cannot wait for that to happen. I am so excited. I think that this nation needs some comic relief because right now we're a joke. Dress properly for the.
He does. He lives in Pennsylvania. It's exactly how you dress. Like you're going to Walmart every day. Sorry if you're from Pennsylvania.
Oh my God. Well, I think that this is such an opportunity for America. And aren't we going to look fantastic on the world stage? What do you think our world leaders are going to say when John Fetterman walks up to the podium and decides to fight for a law, a principle, or whatever, discuss his position on something? Oh, I'm glad it's.
I hope someone just blows us up. Just if anyone else is watching, just hit the button.
All right. Okay. Here's his speech.
We launched this campaign almost 2 years ago, and we had our slogan. It's on every one of those signs right now. Every county, every vote. Every county, every vote. And that's exactly what happened. We jammed them up. We held the line. I never expected that we were going to turn these red counties blue, but we did what we needed to do, and we had that conversation across every one of those counties. And tonight, that's why I'll be the next U.S. Senator from Pennsylvania.
I thought this was his slogan.
Oh my God.
Yes, he owns a sweatsuit, Josephine. A sweatsuit. 20 million of them. His windows crank open.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
No offense to white trash.
Oh my God. Well, I am looking forward with great glee to see what this man does and how Chuck Schumer reacts to him on the Senate floor. I want to see this exchange. I want to see every meeting, every discussion with him and Joe Biden. I want to see it. 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 Oh, well, hillbilly state. Yeah. Well, Well, here was Dr. I don't know if anybody saw Dr. Oz's response to Fetterman, but we'll play it now.
What a great honor to be able to introduce for the first time ever anywhere the 45th.
Is that a girl or a boy? I'm still trying to figure it out.
It's a girl. So it's a woman.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what it says anyway on YouTube. It's a woman. I mean, can you imagine what is Dr. Oz, what's going through his mind right now? This is a world famous heart surgeon who had a #1 hit show on daytime television, who has traveled all over the world, has saved countless lives, who has given lectures and speeches and taught, and he lost to John Fetterman.
Yeah.
What could
it just adds on to the shit show that we are as a country. When's the finale? Is this it? Could it get any worse? Can't wait to see the ending to this fucking thing. It's like a bad after school special if you're on acid.
What listen, when I lost the borough president's race, I was a little introspective, and I thought about it, and I thought about, was I too loud? Was I too technocratic? Was I too ugly? Was I too fat? Did I not kiss enough babies? What did I do wrong that I could lose the borough presidency so devastatingly bad? I mean, a woman who has elected countless politicians, some of them that were not too far better than Fetterman, I'll admit it. But so I was introspective about, what I did to lose that seat. What do you think Dr. Oz is thinking right now? Holy crap. I mean, holy crap. I can't even imagine. I mean, I was depressed for like 6 months.
It's embarrassing. At least you lost to someone who was a congressman.
Yeah, that Oprah didn't support him. You're right, Lorraine. I mean, that was, thank you, Lorraine. Apparently, I was too perfect for Staten Island. They didn't want me. Fornicating, okay, keep it clean. Look, I didn't say that to get you all.
Yes, you did.
Thank you. I appreciate it. No, but as a candidate, you do that. I mean, it's not easy to put yourself out there. So when you lose, you say, "What the hell? How did I get this so wrong?" And for Oz, I just want to go hug him. I feel so bad for him. I wish that I had his phone number so I could call him. I mean, our friend Tina Forte, she lost yesterday after pouring her heart and soul in the race.
Your friend.
Against AOC. I mean, and my heart broke for her. I know what she did and what she tried to do, and it just hurts me when somebody works so hard and that they really want to.
Yeah, I lived through it last night as well. I know.
And Lee Zeldin too. I mean, I can't even imagine this man. Attempt on his life. Daughters almost get killed in the crossfire of a gang war in front of his house. People spitting on him and booing him and everything else. And he worked every day with Allison, who retired in order to run for the seat because she knew that she could help New York. What are they thinking after they lose? Especially to somebody like Hochul. I mean, it probably less hard to understand the loss, to Hochul than Oz to Fetterman. Is really just, I feel, if anybody out there has Dr. Oz's phone number, please let me know. I want to call him. I want to bake him a cake. I want to send him a.
Because you're going to make him feel better.
I have that ability. I can make people feel better. I'm a mom. I'm a grandma. I got that kind of thing. I mean, I want to just wrap him up in a blanket and tell him how bad I feel for him. It's tragic. I mean, you're right. You lose a race to, like I lost to Vito. Okay. And Steve Matteo, polished politician. He lost to John Fetterman. So sad. So so sad. My heart is breaking for him. Really,
It's
really.
like what?
Send them walnuts. Wait, walnuts. I don't get it. I'm sure there's a joke there. Jen, do you get it?
Nope.
Long Island sold solid red in Congress. Yes, that is true. He, and Zeldin did that. So for Lee, at least he can walk away with his head high and say, look, we gained a lot of seats in Congress in New York. We Long Island, Suffolk, and Nassau are now solid red. They are my friends, my good friend Mike Lawler, who I served with, who I worked with on campaigns, was in the made it into the assembly, and this was his third term. But he ran for Congress, and he, oh my God, hold on a second. I got to think of the guy's name. He just unseated the Democratic
majority. The majority leader.
No, he's the DCCC. Oh my God. I want to say Patrick Moynihan, but it's not.
No.
He's got like 3 names. Anyway, oh my God, I am getting so old. I'm on 1 hour sleep, people, just so that you know. I was out yesterday doing the politicking stuff, and then my friend Frank Morano invited me on to kind of spar with Curtis Lewa on WABC this morning at 4 a.m. So Biden Fetterman 2024, the end of the world as we know it.
That's when I kill myself.
That's fantastic, Anthony. That's fantastic. Idiot people just vote their party regardless.
Maloney, that's it. Maloney.
Sean Patrick Maloney. That's it. Jeez Louise. I hate when I'm stupid. No, it wasn't Ryan. Ryan is Ryan is the Molinaro is beating Ryan, I think. But Mark Molinaro, good friend too. It looks like he's going to win his seat. Yes, Maloney. Thank you, Anthony. There was a clip with the fat ass talking about Dr. Oz on Oprah. Oh, really? All right. Yep, that's the one. All right. Well, anyway, I feel really bad for Dr. Oz, but I don't feel as bad for Lee, because Lee can look back and say, look at all the people I pulled in. And he did. He pulled in, I think they gained 8 assembly seats, and they cracked the supermajority in the state Senate, which is enormous in New York. So for those people that are feeling really bad about, having Kathy Hochul, we did have gains, and that was because of Lee and Allison and all their hard work. So they have something to look back on. The Oz Fetterman race, we had Master Marino at the top of the ticket there. That was a freaking shit show. So Oz didn't have really.
There's no one to blame but the idiots of Pennsylvania. Bravo.
It's it boggles my mind. It just boggles my mind.
Does it? De Blasio was elected again, but does it?
No. Okay. All right. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, so we'll look forward.
How do I feel? My grandma's asking how I feel. I feel like shit. I'm tired. I was up. My eye hurts. I have a stuffy nose. I'm probably getting sick. You sound stuffy too, Leticia.
Yes, there's something going around, and I definitely have some of it, but I don't complain.
I'm exhausted. I was campaigning with my other half for his son, who ran a great campaign.
He certainly did. He ran a great campaign. He's just the wrong party this year. Last time I was in Pennsylvania, I met a man who said to me, "I'd like you to meet my wife and sister." There was only one woman standing.
Sounds about right.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh my God. And that witch in Michigan got in again. I know. Oh my God. And that was just tragic.
But look at Michigan for all these years. It's a shit show too. So guess what? You think it was going to get any better?
Tudor, she was something else, man. She was a
This
great
world is going to end by every fucking state just burning to the ground.
Oh, it's terrible. Well, anyway, we still don't have a vote in California either. We don't know. I don't know. Does anybody else, does it frustrate everybody that now we've moved to electronic counting and we don't get results for weeks? I mean,
we couldn't even get the Powerball results from California the other day. Till the next fucking day.
Because they shut the wrong machines down, right? They
it
messed
was
with
a
the
security issue. They didn't have enough security. For what?
Well, they were messing with the wrong computers. That's all I know is that in California, we still don't have the vote. We still don't have a count.
People, you think it's great that they passed it here? That they've had it legal there, and look what's happening. Powerball gone, voting gone. You can't get it on time.
Well, you think it's because the power grid?
No, I think it's because the idiots that smoke pot all day long. They're all morons over there.
Oh, like this guy. Hold on.
Fuck, bro. I almost just went in this on-ramp. There's no signs blocking it off, and I thought I was fucking high. That's just a pit on the on-ramp. What the fuck? They don't have this shit blocked off or nothing. Watch, this guy's coming. There's a guy coming behind me.
Hey, yo.
Yeah. Oh, is he gonna fucking go? Oh. Oh. Holy shit. Oh, it's water. I am high. I'm not actually high, but holy fuck, bro. It looks like a pit, doesn't it? Shit, it's water. Motherfucker. I thought they just carved out a hole. I'm tripping.
I thought it was a pit too. I would have probably done the same thing.
And that's why we have no votes count from California.
Come on, it looked like a pit.
Oh, come on. You don't go a little further up. And even if it was a pit, you just stop. It's clearly
TikTok it.
Yes, we're going to go in the middle of the highway. I dig out a pit. I can't even say what I'm thinking. Atlanta result will be in December. Yes, that's true. We're going to have a whole new election. California won the lottery. That's true. It's probably that guy. The $2 billion nominated for president. He's going to run for the United States Senate.
And he'd win. That video could be his campaign.
Oh, I can't. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Oh my God.
Oh, it's water? I thought it was a pit. I thought it was our country. Bottomless pit of bullshit.
Oh my gosh. Well, we were talking a little bit about, celebrities like Oprah endorsing Fetterman and, whether that impresses people. Some people said she was washed up and it wasn't going to do anything for Fetterman. Clearly they were wrong. I guess people think that, other people are smart or deep or something. But in Santa Monica, let me show you how deep people are in Santa Monica, California. Here we go.
Making headlines by the chain Payless Shoes. They held a grand opening of a luxury store with a different name but the same shoes and charged hundreds more for those same shoes. Customers paid. Here's ABC's Kana Whitworth.
Behold, Palessi. We built a fake luxury store in Los Angeles and filled it with Payless shoes. The guests at our grand opening party had no idea.
Guests invited to check out what looked like a luxury shoe shop.
They're elegant, sophisticated. I just think it's so classy.
And I could tell it was made with high quality material.
A $35 shoe going for $645, an 1,800% markup. Store owners sat on their heels as fashion influencers emptied their wallets.
I would pay $400, $500. Yeah. People are going to be like,
Where'd you get those? Those are amazing.
Then they're let in on the prank.
These are actually from Payless.
You've got to be kidding me. Shut up. Are you serious?
But those shoppers were refunded their money and they got to keep the shoes.
David, Payless calling it a provocative social experiment designed to challenge today's image-conscious culture. Either way, it was an effective PR stunt.
I wouldn't give them back their money. I'd just punch them in the fucking face. And you get a punch, and you get a punch.
It's a new form of massage therapy. Stand here, let me punch your face.
Such amazing material.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, that was
those are our voters, you see.
These are our voters. These are the people who are going to be running the world. It was the sexy sweatsuits. Oh, that definitely had to put them over the top. Well, I don't know what's going on with the sweatsuit craze. I mean, with the casual wear craze, my eye makeup is running now because I'm laughing so hard I'm crying. I mean, even our own borough president walks around in a sweatsuit now. I just don't get it. I mean, yeah, I guess to me, yeah, we are doomed. To me, you know, I'm not saying that you have to be buttoned up all the time, but, you know, do your best to dress proper. And I'm not the best dresser, but when I was running, you know, I tried to be put together as a show of respect to the people who I wanted to represent. And I think that, you know, elected officials should be doing that.
Even Walter's dressed nice.
Yeah, even Walter's dressed nice. What does he have to say?
What the hell is wrong with you? You're only as old as you feel, but dumbass is in the DNA.
Yeah, that was for Biden.
Yeah. Well, everybody's saying that the world is changing and it's moving too fast, and you know,
it's especially with as everyone's sexes.
Yeah.
Gender.
Well, the gender bending. And
I just saw my TV is a liberal in the living room. This one's a Republican. So that one turns on MSNBC. It turns on ridiculous shows all the time. And this morning I put it on and there was a bunch of kids. I don't know if they're boys or girls. And I have no problem with transgender. You all know this. I have plenty of friends. But the whole thing was, I didn't know you could just pick your sex. And I was like, what? I'm sorry, what? Like, you could just pick it and just change what you want to be at any time. I was like, this is seriously on my TV right now.
Isn't that interesting?
In New York, you were born a girl and your parents could put an X. Thanks to de Blasio.
Well, not that you saw the next clip that's coming up, but you just set it up. This is from 1970, Monty Python.
I do feel, Reg, that any anti-imperialist group like ours must reflect such a divergence of interest within its power base.
Agreed. Francis? Yeah, I think Judith's point of view is very valid, Reg. Provided the movement never forgets that it is the unalienable right of every man or woman to rid himself or herself. Agreed. Thank you, brother. Or sister. Where was I? I think you finished. Oh, right. Furthermore, it is the birthright of every man or woman. Why don't you shut up about women, Stan? You're putting us off. Women have a perfect right to play a part in our movement, Reg. Why are you always on about women, Stan? I want to be one. What? I want to be a woman. From now on, I want you all to call me Loretta. What? It's my right as a man.
Well, why do you want to be Loretta, Stan?
I want to have babies. You want to have babies? It's every man's right to have babies if he wants them. But you can't have babies. Don't you oppress me. I'm not oppressing you, Stan. You haven't got a womb. Where's the fetus going to gestate? You're going to keep it in a box?
Here, I've got an idea. Suppose you agree that he can't actually have babies, not having a womb, which is nobody's fault, not even the Romans, but that he can have the right to have babies.
Good idea, Judith. We shall fight the oppressors for your right to have babies, brother. Sister, sorry. What's the point? What? What's the point of fighting for his right to have babies when he can't have babies? It is symbolic of our struggle against oppression.
symbolic of his struggle against reality.
Loretta is obviously on her period. Obviously.
Oh my God. You know, yeah, it's in our face now, but I mean, obviously, you know, this shit has been, you know, flying around in comedy forever. But the problem is that if we show that now, somebody would be offended by it. I love my Monty Python. They were fabulous. When a human being expires, their DNA stays in the world with their remains. You can't take it with you. So in other words, the godless agenda is to prove a point.
Don't get this deep. I think I'm getting a cold.
Really? This is a light show about how fucked up the world is. Either get with the program or don't. We want to have fun here.
I cannot think. Peter.
Well, anyway, Monty Python started it. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that it didn't just happen. It's been around all this time. We're just paying attention to it now. Monty Python started it. But I will take his point that it doesn't make any sense. Well, anyway, but now our last clip, as we're coming on to 50 minutes here. Our last clip is the setup is about our future. These are the boys and girls who will become the men and women, or the they, them, those of the future, who are going to run the world. And well, I'll just play it. Just know that the first part is on a college campus.
Think my outfit is offensive?
Are you Mexican?
No.
Yes.
I think it reaffirms stereotypes that are offensive to people.
It's not yours.
Do you find my outfit offensive?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's not your culture.
You don't really understand what their culture means and what it means to wear these things, like the hats and the maracas. You know, you sort of have to understand where all of this comes from for it to not be cultural appropriation.
Does my outfit offend you?
You look, no. You look nice.
Do you like my costume?
Yes.
Does it offend you?
No.
Do you like my outfit?
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Does my outfit offend you?
No, not at all.
No, nothing. Let's go.
Oh.
Uh-oh. No. Oh, not that again. Oh, no. Oh, no.
It's January. It's November 9th. I can do whatever I want.
That's true. You can. Yes. I would change that to us versus them, because that's what's going on in the world. Us versus them. I love though. I mean, the guy that did that video is also a young person, so I guess there's a little bit of hope for what's going to happen in the future.
Yeah, like points. There's this much hope.
So what are you saying? You're saying we should all give up now and leave our DNA in the world?
Just kill themselves. That's it. It's over.
Oh, no. You're going to get us banned from Facebook. That's it. We're going to be banned worse than we are now. You can't tell people that they should kill themselves. She wasn't serious.
Yes, no.
No, she was identifying as somebody who would say such.
Identifying as a suicidal maniac who wants everyone to join my parade.
Well, it's, I don't know. All I know is this. I think that yesterday's elections, Joe Biden was on TV today, setting up something, which gets me very
taking a nap. That's what he was doing.
He did. He fell asleep during the press conference, and he was standing up. But here's the thing. We're having such a hard time getting the counts from the West and from certain states. And then Joe Biden goes on TV today, and the narrative now is that we're not going to lose. They're not going to lose by as much as they thought. So,
well, I mean, he sees all of these idiots voting for all of these idiots. So is that what you're talking about? Him running?
yeah. Well, that's what he's saying. He's saying that we didn't lose by that much, and that we'll see how close things really are. And we don't know what's going to happen with the Senate. So they're setting up already for it to not be a Republican-controlled House and Senate. So this gets me a little nervous. And Creed, I don't know if he's still with us. He knows why he gets me a little nervous, because I don't know. When it takes days to count votes, it gets me very, very, very concerned. I don't know about you guys. I mean, what do you have to say? Whoever's left with us, what's in your mind? Oh God, hold on a second. Oh God, he said he's planning to run again in 2024. I need strong drugs. Well, yeah, and I think Anthony said Fetterman would be his running mate. So, listen, weed is legal. Okay, Creed's still here. So I don't know.
Isn't it amazing how fast the borders were shut down before the midterms? Now you don't hear anything about it. How he shut down.
Yeah, they stopped reporting on it. Yeah. Well, listen, they weren't reporting on it before. The main problem from the experience is it's not possible to conduct an accurate investigation after an election. That's true.
Not photo ID, Lucille. No photo ID, because people say that's racist, and I don't understand that. But they should use your fingerprint. You need your fingerprint to get into your computer. Why can't you use your fingerprint to vote? Why? Why not? Or face recognition. I would rather face recognition. In case you don't have fingers, face recognition, because everyone has a face.
And I'm go with you on that a little bit, but then here becomes the issue, right? Is that then you're really giving a lot of information to
you give a lot of information when you use your phone.
You're right. I'm not even going to argue.
When you speak about, Jimmy was saying the other day, we were watching a documentary, and this just goes to show. And he said the name of the guy, Mike Francesi, whatever his name was. It was a crime thing we were watching. And he said it because blah, blah, blah. The next day, what popped up on his phone was an ad for that show. Never Googled it. I Googled everything on my phone. It came up on his phone. This is how we live. Sure. So what does it matter? You go into CVS, you're on camera when you look up.
Right.
It doesn't matter anymore. So you use your face recognition, or use a fingerprint.
Well, and I have a real,
because they don't check anything anymore. I could have signed anybody's name yesterday. I could have went to go vote for a ton of people.
Right.
Nobody knows.
And the voter enrollment rolls are public, so anybody can get it. Future holds 2 capitals, countries like
they ask you to sign, and I signed something completely different every time I do that. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Yeah. This year they had an electronic signature. There's no more books where you sign.
Yeah, they can't match your signature.
So now they want to say, we have the computers to match it. I'd sign completely different. Nothing's matching.
Yeah, nothing matches. Doesn't matter. Well, Peter's saying that they want us to break up the 50 states. I think that's happening. I think that people are Nietzsche Gadi Inya. I don't know that I hope I didn't massacre that name. He thinks your idea is wonderful. About face recognition. I have the book. I have not started reading it yet because I'm finishing. I had to read a couple other books in between, mostly from Creed. So from John, but I will read that book. I'm really looking forward to it, Peter. How many people didn't even bother to vote?
In New York, 12,100,000 are registered to vote, and I think only how many million came out?
Over 6 million came out
6
to
million,
vote.
so half.
That's 50% in the midterms. That's huge.
I understand that, but everyone should have went out to vote. I'm sorry.
Well, if everyone would have went out to vote, she would have won by a larger margin. So that's the unfortunate truth. Because people would have just voted right down.
Probably, you know what? Those numbers probably make sense that all of the Republicans went out to vote.
They did, because here's the thing: there are 2 million Republicans, to 8 million. It's 4-1. 8 million Democrats. So it's
only 10 million. Oh, and then independents and conservatives.
Right. So 51% is Democrat, 22% is Republican.
Do you need my Common Core?
7 and 14 and so that's 50. That's 73. So the other 27% are other enrolled in conservative or blanks or in other working families parties. So it was a really big turnout for a midterm. That's what scares me, right? Because Biden stood up there and said that more young people voted this year, that they voted in record numbers. So the colleges got all the young people out. And we have a lot of colleges in New York, and a lot of those kids don't live here, but I bet you they voted. So it'd be interesting if we could ever get the information from the boards of elections.
Can you vote when you go to? You're not supposed to wait. No, you can't. You're supposed to mail in your vote, right?
Right. Yeah.
Then how do they vote?
So you could either absentee ballot it, or you can register on campus for your voter registration.
Oh, so they did that. They had a registration party.
Who knows?
Brainwashing party.
Right. Well, it's like nursing homes. I mean, with all respect, there are a lot of people in nursing homes that are not able to, they don't have their cognitive skills, much like Joe Biden. And they vote. Yeah. So Joe has Jill, but in nursing homes, it's the unions. It's the nurses and the unions that vote for them. And usually they vote Democrat straight down. So I am pushing for nonpartisan elections in blue cities and states.
It would be wonderful. It should be everywhere. It should just be everywhere.
I think that's the only way that we could get conservative can have a chance at winning in those states. How many people didn't even bother? Oh, we read that already. Okay, and I answered that. Look how brilliant the college students are after not being in classes for a year. Yeah, well, we showed you the college students. I mean, they're more concerned about cultural appropriation than they are with math. So, I don't know, Jen. So, have you had enough?
Yeah.
How about you guys? Have you had enough? I mean, anybody have any predictions? Are we going to come out of this with the Senate and the House?
No. Yeah. Well, I think we're going to have it.
Okay. If we get 51 in the Senate, we're good.
I thought we had the Congress already.
We know. That's why Nancy Pelosi is the speaker.
Well, we were close to the majority.
We were not far away. So that's why and just for you guys out there who are hearing these talk show hosts or whatever saying, oh, it's a red ripple. No, we took an unprecedented number of seats in the 2020 election. Even though Joe Biden won, we flipped a lot of blue congressional seats red in that election. So we weren't that far away. So we didn't need that many seats in order to get the majority this time. So just so that you know.
And congrats to Nicole because she beat Max.
Oh, yes, for the second time. So here, Beto O'Rourke gone. So we don't have to listen to him anymore. 3 times a loser. He should be gone now. And how many millions of dollars were spent in his campaign? How many millions of dollars were spent on Max Rose because he was put in by the Democrats in 2016, right? They spent millions of dollars trying to keep his seat. Gone. Stacey Abrams, gone. So if anything good came out of this election, we can, say those things. 17th Amendment put the kibosh on elections.
Well, you have to have elections. We're a democracy. Well,
Court of Bucket Rose. I love how you speak in code.
He's just way too smart for us. Listen.
Oh, he's
there's a Mensa
smart
podcast on Rumble, and you could just go over there.
No, he's super. So Peter's super smart. He has
We're like third grade level.
Yeah, right. Peter, yeah, right. Jen and I are on third grade level. You gotta speak to us like you're speaking to a third grade.
We use rulers to measure money and
the economy. It only went down an inch. It only went up an inch. Inflation.
Only that much in a recession.
Only that much. All right. So, well, my prediction is that we are going to get the 51 in the Senate. And once we do that, then, we just have to make sure that we have the Independence Caucus with us and keep them from, being able to have a majority. Chuck Schumer will be out, and we have to get rid of Mitch McConnell. We cannot have Mitch McConnell as the leader of the Senate. No way, no how. So if he's going to be the leader, then I think that I'd rather have the Democrats. Full bucket is 20 years in the Army. Got it. All right. Grandma says feel better. And that's it. That's an hour. I hope you laughed as much as I did, because it's better than crying, which a lot of people were doing yesterday. So don't cry. Just get mad and get out and vote. Get other people out to vote. Jen, you get the last word.
I'm going on the couch. I'm done. I need a break. I haven't had one in weeks.
Okay. Go to WABC website and look for Frank Morano's other side.
Write them that you want us on there.
Yeah, that's true. But look for Frank Morano's Other Side of Midnight in the 155-minute. I go on with Curtis Sliwa, and but the whole show was great. I'd listened to the whole show. He had on some really interesting people talking about the race. So if you get a chance and you're bored, do that. It was great seeing you all. We will see you on Tuesday. So you only have a 6-day break. And a 6-day break from us. And then we'll see you on Tuesday. Thank you all for tuning in all the time. We love you. Have a great night. Bye-bye.